Hello my YouTube fans, followers, viewers, and subscribers. We're back here today again, finally, for the moment we've all been waiting for, is the GameSir G7 Pro by GameSir. So we're going to do an unboxing. I just literally got this today, so we're going to unbox this. Here we go. Nice. So it looks like they sent awesome. So I actually have the green one already for one of my G7 SEs. I will show you here. I think it's in this case right here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. See. Where did I put that? Okay, yeah, there it is. So I have my green translucent or transparent cover right there. So I do have one for my already G7 HE. Sorry about that. Yep. So I got the G7 HE right there, and I will, for this video, put up the G7 SE as well. So actually, let's do this one. Super excited. I've been staring up and down, checking my emails, making sure when I was actually going to get this. And it was going to be delivered today, and it was delivered actually on time at 5 o'clock, between 1 and 5. So oops, so sorry about this, guys. Sorry. Doki. Okay, these are from Extreme Rate extended joysticks. So like I said, here's my G7 HE, G7 SE, and I do have and they sent a faceplate. I'm sure it's for the weight of this the release date. Trying to make up for the release dates. They kept on postponing this controller because there was such a big hype. But to me, I think there was a supply and demand issue, and so I will have to put green translucent faceplate covers. So I do have one with a grip on it already installed that I already had before. I actually pre-ordered this for this amber version that we're gonna unbox right now. So we'll move these off to the side, put those right there. Oop. Put that there. Let's put that off to the side, push that off to the side a little bit. My rubber ducky, my little gamer ducky. Alrighty, so here we go again. Sorry about that. I know you guys came for this video. The unboxing of the G7 Pro. Finally, the Amber Edition. From what I heard, that these might be, these actually might be special editions. Who knows if they're gonna continuously make this version. But I know that the ones on Amazon, the white version is on Amazon, available on Amazon. So I'm super excited. Again, busting out my knife, pulling out my knife to get these seal tabs here. It's a highly anticipated controller. Putting away the knife again, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it. So let's see what comes on the on the cover. We got a charging dock, 2 D-pads, the dongle, tri-mode connection, drift-proof TMR sticks, trigger grip vibrations, Hall and clicky trigger start setup, and the GameSir Nexus app. English version will be on the bottom. Oh, actually, there we go. Optical microstrips ABXY. So put that off to the side. And let's see if we need another. Yep. No. Actually, it's gonna slide off. Nice. It's actually a pretty heavy box. Let's put this in here. Charging dock comes out. So this is a pretty. It looks pretty basic. I mean, it's not. So this is going to be the GameSir Supernova charging dock. I do have 2 of them right here. I do have a white and the blue version, but it looks like they have an LED right here. Underneath has the dongle. That's where you port in your dongle, kind of like the 8-bit doos, the 8-bit do charging station or charging dock. Nice. Got the controller, got the dongle, controller right there. Ooh, so the D-pads are right here. It looks like plastic D-pads, unlike the Apex FlyDigis controllers. The Wukong edition has a metal D-pad, and I believe there's a controller out there called Wubon. So black 9 meter or 3 meter charging cable. Pretty sure it's 10 feet, 9 feet, whatever. So we got the pamphlet. Okay. There you go. GameSir G7 Pro tri-mode. Operating instructions. Pretty straightforward. Owner's manual, Game Pass, Ultimate Game Pass, GameSir sticker, and their little QR code for help. And let's see, let's uncover this bad boy. I'm not liking how this was wrapped up. I feel like somebody's already been through my controller. I have this feeling like somebody's already tampered with my controller. And I don't like that. Okay, it's got a sticker on the back. From what I heard, seeing other people's reviews from the ones they ordered from Amazon, they didn't come with the back sticker as if you were to order the ones from GameSir's website. So let's see what this sticker has to say. Looks just like a manufacturing sticker. Pretty cool. Gonna pop this right in here. Just keep it safe. I like to keep my boxes just to kind of I don't know, kind of a weirdo. So I'm gonna put that sticker right there where the controller is. Toss it back in there, and I sometimes keep these for whenever I'm traveling. I do put them in cases, and I like to use these joystick covers. So here we go. Interesting. So it's not as clicky as the Cyclone. So Cyclone's right here. Kind of feels on par. I added grips to my Cyclones. I do have 3 Cyclones. One actually is stock. It's pretty much stock. Has no grips on it. Holophonic triggers. Ooh, there you go. Micro switch shoulder buttons. And this is okay, so it looks like it comes off when you take the base plate off. So let's take these. See this? How do you take? Okay, so the front comes off. There you go. Let's take the grips off. Okay, pop off. So these grips have a real interesting laser texture to it. It feels like it's rubber, but it's just very well engraved in there. It's just plastic. I mean, but it actually feels like it has rubber on it. It's pretty unique. So let's see. All right, so I brought my little flashlight just to see what it looks like in here. So just to give a good nice. So it's very see-through. It's really cool. You can see all the little resistors, the capacitors, the little plugins for the motors. I mean, this thing is very unique. I actually really like this transparency that the G7s have right now. So this comes off, and so take off the shell plate. But I'm wondering, so you got your GameSir Cyclone, plug it in. Oop. Okie dokie, so this is kind of tough. So let's push it down. Okay, awesome, cool. That's pretty unique. I like that. To pretty much secure your controllers, the cable, and you lock in. Keeps it from breaking or anything coming down on it. When you do not have these, look at how much that cable sticks out. Anything can land on that, break it. There's no support. Kind of like that the G7 Pro is coming with this little cord protector. Pretty much that's what it is a cord protector. So let's see what this faceplate looks like. So we're gonna switch out the D-pad. Sorry about that. Switch out the D-pad. Let's see how easy it is. It's not too hard. It's actually really not that hard. So pulling it off in the orientation it was placed in. I'm gonna put the number 2 facing up, and I will do that with the replacement D-pad. I like these. Okay, so it does come with another number. So 1. And it's pretty much self-explanatory on the front of the D-pad. Plus, minus, controller, and let's see. Nice. Sweet. I actually like that. Actually might keep it like this. Kind of gives off that old school Xbox, black and green Xbox vibe. Going to keep this on here. In here, I'm gonna keep this on here. And I do use it for my Xbox. I do have an I'm actually gonna try this. I'm gonna try connecting the dongle to the XB3 Brooks Wingman adapter. I'm gonna see if I have any better luck than most people out there to see if I can get this to actually work wirelessly on my Xbox. So dongle is actually pretty cool. It's got a really neat look to it. It's got this lightning bolt. It says slight bulge, as Michael Scott would say. That's what she said. Slight bulge. Alrighty, so let's actually get this working. You can see, I like that. Pretty cool. But let's see if we can. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one actually on there because this little big old circle right here. I do like the amber, that amber transparent shell. Sorry about if I blind you guys with my light. This is awesome. You can actually see your fingers past it. Pretty cool. Yeah, I actually really like that cover. I actually really like these laser engraved grips on front panel grips that they have. But okay, so analog triggers. Let's try these trigger locks. I'm hoping this has some good quality control behind it. There's the back paddles. I'm hoping they stuck with the cyclone design for the back. Well, crap. These are actually clickier than the G7 Pro. GameSir Cyclone 2, sorry about that. Those are very clicky. I actually prefer the Cyclone 2's back paddle clickers. Those are a little bit more quieter. They feel damped out. I'm hoping they didn't use the GameSir Tarantula backlock system, because the GameSir Tarantula the locks are horrible. I'm hoping they went with their original G7 design. That's when you put them in lock, they're pretty much solid. Feels like there's nothing. Okay, so we got micro switch triggers with the locks. Not as clicky as the GameSir Cyclone 2. I mean, it's a nitpick here and there. It's more quiet, has a more quiet feel, a damping feel to it. It's got some good heft to it. This controller has some good heft. I'm pretty sure it has to deal with this rubberized back grip that they have. It feels a lot lighter than this GameSir Cyclone. I mean, I really like the GameSir Cyclone 2 controller. But this is made for Xbox with TMR sticks, which is pretty neat. Let's see if they... no, they don't. Do they? They don't come off. I hope they come off, because that would be... I mean, here or there, but nice. Got some good click. ABXY. Share button. View button, menu button, mute button, and you got your dongle link, your mute button, and a 30mm headphone jack. You got your Bluetooth, your dongle mode, R4, L4. What are these? R5 and L5. Interesting name. But let's see, let's give this a shot. All right, got my PC pulled up here. We're gonna see if we can get this updated. I'm kind of curious if this has the same method in auto calibrating the controller. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna press the button. Turned on. So I'm gonna hit view, center, and menu button and see if we get a blinking light. So we don't get a blinking light. Interesting. So it's not like the old G7s where you get the... See if this turns on, turns off. Holding down the center button. Okay, so try that again. I'm gonna... No, it doesn't. Doesn't do like the same G7 startup or auto calibration or manual calibration. Sorry about that. read the instructions quickly, see if there is a manual. English. Interesting. So it's not saying anything. Literally has just one. Man, there's multiple countries that this controller is helping out. No manual calibration, unlike the G7. But I'm wondering if it's any different if we do plug it in with a cord. So here we go. I'm gonna try it again. Do this with me. So I'm gonna plug it in and hold down menu and view button and see if there is a manual calibration for this controller. So here we go. Going in and holding down. Nothing. So weird. Like I said, no calibration. Huh. There is a little reset button on here. You can see, or the reset. Just use your SIM card. So here we go. Let's pull up the Nexus app. Weird. So I'm gonna hit this little reset back here. It's not turning on for me. Yeah, you can, like I said, you could just use one of these. Hit this little hole back here. Oh, there we go. So it did reset. Awesome. So let's update this controller. Upgrade. Nice. So we're updating the controller. I don't know if this, it says it has gyro, but I'm pretty sure it's for PC mode only. But I've been able to use my gyro on my GameSir Cyclone 2 dongle. Once you get it set up on PC, like I said, I have 2 GameSir Cyclones. I actually have 3, and I really do prefer this Cyclones. But we'll see. This might just this is actually made purposely for Xbox. Again, very clicky back paddles. So yeah, waiting for me. I'm just gonna pause it, or actually no, never mind. I'm not gonna pause the video. You guys are gonna run this with me. The upgrade updates. Let's see how this thing does. And I'm gonna try to link it using the Brooks Wingman XP3 Wingman adapter to the Xbox and see if I can see. I'm really curious if I have any better luck than most people out there. But I have one guy that I follow on YouTube, and he's pretty cool. He sounds pretty knowledgeable about the controllers. But I don't know. He uses them as they should be used. PlayStation, Xbox, PC. But if you are willing to dip your toes into buying a converter adapter, because this converter adapter is almost $50, literally $50, and this controller here is $50 or $60, depending on where you go get it or looking for it. So basically $100 setup just to get your controller working on Xbox using the dongle and the XV3. I mean, it's really up to you. To me, I'm just doing it just for the people that can't do it or are curious. So we're getting, okay, there we go, all set up. Ooh, let's see. Alrighty, so I'm gonna keep this controller at 250, this setting. Put that dead zone to 0, 0. Let's see. I'm not gonna use any of the trigger. Let's see what these trigger vibrations or this vibration feels, sounds. Let's go here. Sync left triggers. Let's do these two right here. There you go. Sync right, grip and trigger. See what they feel like. Oh man, definitely feel them in the triggers. Taking the slide lock off on the triggers. Good for racing games, FPS. You can definitely feel it. It's instant. I wouldn't use the trigger vibrations on instant lock because I don't know, who knows if these motors will last long, but they work great. They feel great. All right, awesome. Let's go back. Turn these off. Like I said, I don't use controller vibrations on my controllers because I play mostly FPS and it does affect your aiming. So we'll have all these settings turned off for my Xbox controller. Going back to triggers. I'm gonna put the dead zone to 0. Make them instant. Don't even have to use that much movement. But I might even use the anti dead zone. Just the initial here. Adaptive. Adaptives to me is a hairline trigger mode. So I put it to 0 and 1. Motion. Again, you get, this is I'm not too sure if you can actually use the gyros on Xbox, but I will give it a try. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. Let's see. Hold to turn on. Press the switch. Activation bump, and we'll use left A5. Output. We'll put it on right joystick. Right joystick. There you go. Dead zone. Put that to 0. Put that to about. Let's do 25. Let's do 25%. Okay. So we're gonna use the whole, all the 360, the 3 or whatever, however you want to word it, use it. All right. So we're gonna put both of them to raw. Leave all this here. Alrighty, so we're gonna map left back paddle with my A jump button and my right as my right press for crouching. Okie dokie. Let's go back to home. Alright, so I got my Xbox set up. So profile 2 is going to be my PC setup, and I will put that at 1000 hertz for my PC setup. Everything's pretty much the same. Adaptive. Let's do this. Oh, there you go. Adaptive 0, 90. I will have all my vibrations off for my PC. Who knows, I might even turn on all these features when the Black Myth Wukong comes out. I still have the Black Myth Wukong on my PC. I don't use, like I said, I'm not going to use any of the gyro settings for my PC, but I'm just kind of curious if it does work on the Xbox. So you guys will do that with me. Alrighty, this one will be A, and this one will be R. Alrighty, so let's go back to home, profile 1. So as you can see here, it's pretty much descriptive. So M plus Y plus B plus A plus X. M plus Y is profile 1, profile 2, profile 3, profile. Just put the M and the A, B, A, or Y, B, A, X buttons to switch your profiles. So I will be on profile 1 and at 250 hertz. My profile 2 is set at 1000 hertz. I don't use the headphone jacks on my controllers because I use the wireless Steel Series Arctic 7 headsets. I do have my Arctic Steel Series for my Xbox as well, so I do have both PC and Xbox wireless headsets. So here we go. I'm going to plug this into my Xbox now and see what this turns out, how this turns out. So home. We're gonna exit out of here. Alrighty, so here we go. I'm plugging the Xbox controller from my PC and switching over to Xbox. Sorry about that. Pretty much a real amateur setup on my video. Here we go. Turning on the, oh, let's see. We're gonna turn on the Xbox using the controller. Awesome. My Xbox did turn on in the back, which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna close down my PC and wait for the Xbox HDMI to take over. There we go. Coming up, should be coming up very shortly. Here in just a moment. There we go. As you can see, so we're gonna go to Call of. What the heck was that about? Alrighty. So here's the GameSir G7 Pro dongle. And I will be using thumbstick caps for this controller. I'm kind of bummed out that the thumbsticks do not remove. I'm wondering why they changed that up all of a sudden. Kind of, or I'm just being a really wimp about it, and I really don't want to break it. So why have the removable thumbsticks on the Cyclones and not put them on the G7s? I mean, granted, the original G7s, you could take off the whole joystick, which you could do with this one as well, I'm sure. So I used the GameSir Onyx thumbsticks. I use the thumbsticks they have on their website. Ooh, I did not like the sound of that. That was my Cyclone that just fell off. Oh my goodness. Actually, this is my 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 controller that has been taking a beating, fell off tables, fell off couches, fell off counters, you name it. This has been out in the, I would say, the field, because I actually play Call of Duty Mobile using this controller, my Cyclone. I do have a spare in this one. I have not dropped this one, knock on wood. Knocking on wood. Okay, so here we go. I'm really curious about this gyro, so we're gonna go to firing range. Now I'm gonna hit the L5 button. Nope. So there we go. So the gyro will only work on PC, not for Xbox. Yep. So that's what I thought. I'm hitting the left, right, and still no gyro feature there. Bummer, really a real big bummer. So on the map, so again, you hold down M, shoulder button, and that will be my reload. M, shoulder button, Y. And I don't have to take my fingers off the thumbsticks to switch. Just, and I use the bumpers as my I'm a weirdo. I use my bumpers for my triggers. It feels really smooth, honestly. So we know it works on Xbox, obviously. So here we go. We're going to try this. This is going to be the dongle. Alright, here we go. Unplug an Xbox controller from the Xbox. Alrighty, here we go. This is a moment of truth from me on my part. Turn on Xbox controller. Dongle being inserted to the Brooks Wingman adapter. Going into the console now. Here we go. Moment of truth, moment of truth. Alrighty. So it's not working. Interesting. So the GameSir dongle does not have a relink button to the dongle. As you can see here, it has a link button to relink your dongle, but there's no button. I mean, there's literally nothing on the dongle to relink the controller to the dongle, so which is really weird. So again, I'm gonna try this again. Oh, controller's going off. So we go. I'm hitting the link button. Still no luck, huh? So yeah, I mean it's right, just like most people out there have been claiming. Yep, as you can see, does not work. So interesting. So I'm kind of curious if it will work on Bluetooth. So unplugging dongle from the XB3. So to get the Bluetooth to work, so swapping this to Bluetooth, pressing in the XB3 Wingman adapter, So if you do swap this switch to the middle, as you can see, swapping it to the middle, it does not turn on your controller. Pretty much a locking feature. Going back to Bluetooth, pressing controller. Still not working. Yeah, not even the Bluetooth is working. Yep, so this is truly not working for the Xbox when you use the XB3 Wingman adapter. What I kind of figured, I wasn't really having high hopes for it. Thought I would have better luck with it. So there we have it. It does not work wirelessly on Xbox, so kind of a bummer. But we know that the Wu Chang edition will be truly wireless from GameSir. And there we have it. So going back to wired only to Xbox to play a little COD. So it's kind of, to me, it's kind of a bummer that this controller does not work using gyro. But as my other videos, you can hook this up to your XB3 Wingman adapter and dongle on Xbox and still use the gyro features from this controller. Unlike this one, which is pretty much just straightforward an Xbox controller, licensed controller. I mean, that's pretty much all that is, and probably will be, because and the only good thing about this is that it has TMR sticks, which I play mostly PC. Every now and then when I'm just kicking back and relaxing, I'll switch to Xbox, but when I'm using PC, I use the GameSir Cyclone 2, or I do use a Sony DualSense Edge controller. But as far as now, I'm gonna be using this one because of the TMR sticks in this controller, and I will be playing Call of Duty. Okay, so there we have it. Not much you can really do or say about it, but thank you for watching my video. Thank you for being there for the unboxing. Hopefully later on down the road, things change for the better. I mean, it's not a bad controller. I think it was just it was a hype buy for me. It's nice. It has a lot of features. Trigger locks, paddle locks, shoulder button, extra shoulders, clicky triggers, clicky bumpers, clicky Facebook buttons, very clicky D-pad. I would say the D-pad's very, very clicky. And that's the Cyclone. And here's the GameSir. So, I mean, it is what it is. Looks like a really nice controller. Again, I do like the face plates. So I actually might just go back to this one just because sometimes I do like to keep things original. So I'm gonna take off this faceplate, put on the stock faceplate. These grip panels are pretty interesting. There we have it. So I'm going to use this as a stock controller. I will swap that back out for the original D-pad. Honestly. So here we go. Taking that one off. I actually might use the hybrid one. Yeah, I'm gonna use a hybrid one. It's actually really not that bad. Yep, so there we have it. All right. Thank you for watching my video. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Hopefully in the future they have a software update that is capable of using the dongle wirelessly. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know if that's a hardware thing more than a software. But, I mean, if they can get the Cyclone 2 to do it on the XB3 Wingman adapter, I don't know. I just don't see why they didn't do it. Maybe it's because of the licensing for Xbox, that they didn't want to tamper with a lot of things, so they just strictly wanted to make this an Xbox controller. And again, it's not a big deal. Kind of bummed out that the sticks don't pop off. Not a total killer, but yeah. And again, like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys want me to do next with this controller. I'll try it on PC using the dongle, but for the most, this is going to be a Xbox controller for me, using on Xbox and the Xbox app on PC. So just to give it a good test. I really like this transparent Amber Edition controller. It's pretty sick. I don't know why they didn't go with green, because Xbox is the original green color. Red is just I mean, kind of matches their GameSir logo. Their logos have been red, just like the little chicken. But again, thank you for watching. Comment down below. We'll see you guys later. Peace.